Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your average fan, and I'm here to talk to you today about Sony Pictures' great movie, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Let's get into it, shall we? Spoilers! Okay, yeah, this movie was great. I enjoyed this. It was emotional, it was action-packed. It had a lot going on in this movie, and I enjoyed every bit of it. I gotta say, if I had to give this movie a rating, it'd get an 8. It'd get an 8. It had a couple of slow parts. Only reason it didn't make it to a 9 or a 10. But other than that, this movie's great. I could rewatch this anytime. Um, we start off in this movie with Gwen in her pastel world, her dimension. And she's trying to, she's in a band and she's explaining stuff and she's arguing with her father and then didn't realize that her Peter turned into the the crocodile guy from Spider-Man, and then she ended up crushing a building on him, and then he died, and then her father was after her for killing Peter, but that was messed up. But then that's when Miguel O'Hara, who we've seen in the previous Spider-Man movie, come along and with his little dimension hopping thing and brought Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, along with her, and Gwen was totally impressed by her, and she became her mentor. And with her father trying to take her in, she decided to leave. So she left to join their little crew. Then we get to Miles, who's growing up, saying he's 15, 16 years old. He clearly looks a little older. He's busy with school and being Spider-Man, and his parents don't understand because he ain't told them nothing. And his father's about to become a police captain, just like Gwen's father is. But overall, the whole thing about this that was messed up was the concept of the story. Because I felt, Miles, every bit of this, like, we can't just give in. Come to find out that the whole Spider Society is trying to basically contain canon events. And a Spider-Man losing somebody that they love is a canon event, and Miles was supposed to lose his father. So because he followed Gwen, and that's how he ended up in Moonbatan, the Indian Spider-Man's dimension, where he ended up having to get took to the home base after that because of his following her. He got invisibility powers, he got his electricity powers, the same powers he got in the game. Awesome. That's when he finds out that his father's supposed to die. They're keeping him there till his father dies. And we also find out through dialogue from different Spider people, in particular Hobie, and also the Spot, which is his main arch nemesis now, that it was this guy who was a scientist that brought this spider from the collider in the first movie from a different universe that ended up biting Miles. So there's a universe with no Spider-Man, and Miles was never supposed to be Spider-Man. It was all messed up, but he is Spider-Man now, so you got to deal with it. And he basically was the original anomaly, according to Miguel. But Miles is like, I ain't taking this. No, I'm not letting my father die. You got me effed up. I'm out of here. So he used a little send back machine to send himself back to his world. But because he was bitten by a spider from a different universe and it changed his DNA, it sent him to the wrong universe. So now he's in the wrong universe thinking he's trying to save his father's life. And there's already a Miles there who's the Prowler messed up. And this dude is not playing no games. On top of that, Gwen then got kicked out of the Spider Society for trying to help him. So she done rounded up the old team and the other ones that wasn't with this plan to take down Miles. Because Miguel done riled up all the other Spider people to try to take down Miles and to keep this canon event happening. Yeah, they can't find him. So that's our to be continued for the next movie, is that they got to get to Miles, save him from himself, basically. And it's kind of messed up. But he had a bunch of heart-to-hearts with his family, especially his mom, which I really appreciated, and the talks that he had, the way that he, talked to Gwen, him and Gwen's conversation was a beautiful one. Excellent conversation that they had. The writers on this movie did a great job. This is very beautiful. Everybody's world looks different. Everybody's dimensions look different. Everybody's artistry looks different. Hobie with the newspaper art kind of cutout deal going on. He looked weird, but at the same time, I was kind of feeling him after a little while. First, I was like, yeah. But then I was like, okay, I see you. I see you, homie. Okay. Yeah, this was good. This movie was great. I felt bad for Miles because all that he went through and for him not to even make it home. Is he going to be able to save his father's life? Is he going to become friends again with Gwen, who he feel like traded on him because she knew everything that was going on, including the other Peter from the other dimension that also knew what was going on and didn't tell him. You know, Peter got a daughter in Mayday, and she got spider powers. He done gave her web slinger, which he regrets, but it's hilarious. And the little girl is all in on being, she knows who's good and who ain't. So I'm with this. I gotta say, this was good. This was just as good as the first movie, and I can't wait for the next one. So that was Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Like I said, great movie. Give it an 8. Check it out if you haven't. See both of them if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time for another one. In the meantime, have a great day.